Hi all, it's Crazy Curly Kate here, and I'm here to do a part one of here to do a part one to explain some technical things as you go through the Curly Girl method. I follow support groups on Facebook, so I hear and I see your complaints. So I always try to address what people are really struggling with. And lately, we have had unseasonably cold weather, which has meant for a lot of curly girls that their hair is not behaving correctly. And that is due to extremely low dew points. It is not due to humidity. For instance, I live near Lake Michigan. Our humidity is typically over 70% year round, spring, summer, winter, fall. Our humidity is always high. However, we've had extremely low temperatures and we can have like a 77% humidity, but if you look at the dew point is only like 8, which means that your hair is going to behave badly. Some people think that their hair is possibly in high growth fatigue or over moisturization. Some people think that their hair might be having too much protein. But I find that a lot of people just don't understand how to read a dew point, and then on top of that, how to select products based on the dew point that you have. So get a weather app that has the dew point on it. I use AccuWeather, but pretty much any weather app is going to have a dew point on it. And always check the dew point before you apply products to your hair. So I'm going to go over some tips to how to deal with a really low dew point. First of all, you need to add a lot of moisture. You'll see my hair today, it's looking a little crazy. I actually went to a swim meet. So I went from like a dew point of 9 to a dew point of probably 60 and sat there for hours, and my hair is like, what are you doing to me? So disregard how this looks, but in a super low dew point, you want to avoid glycerin. You want to avoid it completely, because what glycerin will do is attach to your hair, and then in a low dew point, it'll start to evaporate off your hair, making your hair very fragile and very prone to damage. So this is my lineup for low dew points. I typically do not co-wash. I just can't. But I did purchase this. And this has been excellent for my hair in the low dew points. I've only been using this. I have not been shampooing my hair at all. And then this, I co-wash it with a scalp brush. I scour my scalp for about 5 minutes with the scalp brush. I rinse this out, and then I use this to squish to condition, and then I rinse it out. Then what I use is a tiny bit of this product. I really love it because it's glycerin free, it's protein free, it doesn't have a lot in it. So I highly recommend this. And I typically don't use a leave-in either. So that's been a new thing for me. And then I finish it all off with this product. Again, no glycerin. It also does not have protein. However, this does have protein. So that's why I chose this particular product. It's glycerin free but has protein, because I don't want to over moisturize my hair. This is what I use to deep condition, especially if I'm in a low dew point or a high dew point and I'm not getting enough protein. I typically add this as like a squish to condition twice a week. So this is a good thing to have in your arsenal as well. I also want to remind everybody that when you have a very low dew point, you want to make sure you're keeping up with moisture in your hair. So even though I don't always have to do a weekly deep condition, I definitely have to when the dew point is low. And this is the one I've been using. It has a little bit of protein and it has a lot of moisture, so that one is the one that's worked very well for the low dew point. And what is a low dew point? A low dew point is anything under 30 degrees Fahrenheit. The dew points that I was dealing with were like 2 and 3 degrees, so it was really, really low. So anything under a 30-degree dew point is when you would want to go with definitely glycerin-free products. So in a mid-range dew point, that's from 30 degrees to 40 degrees, you may still want to avoid glycerin, but your hair may be okay with it. The best dew point for curly hair is between 40 and 60 degrees. So typically for me, like between 30 and 60 degree dew points, I can use glycerin. I don't notice a problem with it. So my routine for a mid-range dew point is a shampoo, a low poo, and a conditioner. Either that one, or this is kind of my favorite because it has some protein in it, the Mop Top Daily Conditioner. It has like silk amino acids in it, so I add a little of that and it gives me, I like that one better. When I buy more conditioner, I'm just gonna go with the Mop Top. I'm not gonna buy the NYMN yellow anymore. So that's what I use. When I come out, I don't use a leave-in. I use either this product or this product. They're both curl enhancers. So I use one of those first. No leave-in. On top of that, my all-time favorite gel, Eco. That's my favorite, but it has a lot of glycerin in it, so I cannot use it in a very low or a very high dew point. So during a high dew point, that's anything over 60 degrees, what will happen with glycerin, instead of going off your hair, the glycerin will come into your hair, creating it to get real big and frizzy. So you can still use a little glycerin, especially in the shower if you're moisturizing your hair. It won't necessarily damage it, but it won't look great. So in that type of a situation, what I would use is a little bit of leave-in to help with frizz, and then some of this because it's super duper strong and you want to get a super hard cast with a very high dew point. Another product that I didn't talk about that I really love is this. I use this in any type of dew point, but this is a glycerin-free option for a gel. So if it's a low dew point, and then maybe a little bit of this on top just for a little extra hold. Yesterday I only did the Kinky Curly Custard because I was trying it for the first time, and you know, it turned into okay second day hair. But I think next time I will put some of the Spiralicious on it. So hopefully I have explained the dew point dilemma. It's not humidity, it's not ambient air temperature, it's a combination of those two things, and then that brings you to your dew point. Dry dew point is 15 to 30 degrees, although I experienced well under that 15 degrees in the last week. Mid-range dew points are like 30 to 60 degrees. And then over 60 degrees is considered a very high dew point. That's when you want to get a really lots and lots of gel and a really crunchy cast and avoid a glycerin gel. In the dry dew points, I definitely need to do deep conditioning. Mid-range, I can back off deep conditioning treatments a little bit. High, I probably wouldn't do a deep condition because my hair would probably just freak out. So that should explain all the dew points. If your hair ever gets whacked out, like mine kind of got whacked out today because I was in a very warm and humid environment most of the day, and then I went out into a very cold environment. So I went from a high dew point to a low dew point. That's what they make clips for, right? And protective styles. You can clip your hair up and it looks perfectly fine. You can throw it up in a bun if you got long enough hair. I do not. I could have even clipped up this stuff too and just done something like that. So I hope this explained a lot for you so you can move forward and do some product selection based on the temperature. And subscribe to my page because I'm going to do a whole series of these technical videos, and I'm going to do another tutorial on porosity. I kind of think I have it worked out so it's super, super easy for you to figure out what your hair porosity is. So until next time.